Welcome back, my Bleach boys, to more Bleach Soul Resurrection. I got Ichigo up to level 3. So we're going to take on Grimmjow and Nnoitra this episode.
Unable to hurt him in the slightest, Ichigo falls. Ichigo's lifeless body collapses, defeated. But the Sexta Espada, Grimmjow
Sexta Espada,
steals Orihime away to have her heal Ichigo's wounds. Grimmjow does this simply so he can settle matters with Ichigo. Now fully healed, Ichigo answers Grimmjow's challenge, and they begin their decisive battle.
And the battle between Saiyans begins! Oh wait, wrong anime. Same arc though, if you think about it. Okay, where would I put this in my top? It's definitely in my top 5 Ichigo fights. Is it in my top 5 Bleach fights? Because I think 4 of those are probably just Ichigo fights. The big ones I can think of: Grimmjow, Ulquiorra, Aizen. Byakuya's in the top 2. Because that one is almost perfect.
Let's go!
The first Kenpachi fight. I like Kenpachi's Nnoitra battle more than his... The first fight with Ichigo, when you first watch through the series, it is as amazing as it gets. But when you watch it 2 or 3 more times, and you realize that, man, Kenpachi's probably using like 10% of his power and really holding back if Soul Society, Shikai Ichigo. He was amped by hollow powers. He had a giant fucking aura that looked like a skull around him, so you can basically think of him, if he was in his Shikai and he could throw his mask on, it's like that level of power just to kill Kenpachi. I don't know how to think about it. I guess the amp he got might be like a ×5 equivalent of a Bankai thanks to his hollow power, so he was as strong as he was when he fought Byakuya. But then that also can be torn apart, that headcanon. So, you know, however you want to think about it. It's best to power scale with, like, taking it as, you know, not super fucking seriously. That's all I can say. Some people take their Japanese cartoons very, very seriously. Too seriously. You know, a lot of the people in Japan that make these cartoons, they don't take it this seriously. They're like kind of amazed sometimes at how serious we take Dragon Ball Z power scaling and how strong is Hitsugaya's Bankai ×5. You know, like, it's not what the story's really about. I mean, it's just like the shippers. I think it's the same thing. I don't give a fuck. Well, sometimes I kind of care who ends up with who, to a certain extent, but I have to first really care about at least one of the 2 characters first, and that has nothing to do with their romantic development. Like, half the time they're 16-year-olds. Like, give me a break. That 16 is when you first meet your future wife age. It's like, and not even. Sometimes, you know, people are in their 20s. I like the rom-coms though. It's got to be about that. If it's a shonen and you got a middle-aged Japanese man writing about 12-year-olds falling in love for their 15 years of serialization, and it's actually, you know, it's not even about that at all until the very, very end anyway. Half the time it's like, oh, these 2 ended up together. I've never seen a panel of them talking, like Choji and his wife. I don't even remember her name. Oh, I might as well, and I fucking lost it. Oh well. So I went and I bought a refurbished controller because the one I'm currently using likes to fuck around with who I'm locked onto. It just goes left and right, and I can't aim properly. So I got a refurbished one a couple hours ago, opened it up. It's even worse than this one. It does the locking on thing, and it does 10 other things too. It's like there's a ghost pressing all the buttons while I'm trying to play. It's not fun. So, and it was $40, so I have to return it. Maybe I'll try again. Maybe I'll order one and wait. Oh, a cutscene.
Took you long enough, didn't it?
Grimmjow.
It's a real jow dropper.
Waiting for this. I'm going to crush you with all my might.
Hey, Grimmjow. I know your weakness. A jawbreaker. Cause jawbreaker. Okay. I'll stop. More fighting, less jokes. Just like the Bleach series as it goes on. More fighting, less jokes. Now you could say that about anything. There's always jokes till the end. I'm already at my limit? Dude, I just started. Look at my health's at 99.9. What are you talking about? Sorry, you're wrong. Man, I love Grimmjow. My favorite Espada is Yukiura, but I think it's... yeah, I like Grimmjow second, I'd say, yeah. I like or Holly Bell. You know what? Okay, my top 4. The 3 that are alive in the Quincy War, and Okuiora, who is not only dead, but I think he's beyond reincarnation. He vanished into dust. I think he is gone. He's not in hell, he's not anywhere, he's not coming back. Like, you know how we saw Xylopro and Arinyero in hell? I think Yami is probably reincarnated somewhere. Okuiora and Baringon, they vanished. They are gone. They aren't in any of the realms. Sadly, because I love Okuiora, and I thought, you know, if other characters like the Fullbringers that died, we saw them again. So where's my fucking Okuiora? But, you know, he's the exception. But I also like Hollybell, Nell, and Grimmjow, and I'm not sure how to order that. Those are my top 4. And then I guess Stark would barely be in the top 5 then, because I like Hollybell over Stark. Baringon's power is 10 out of 10. Cool, but the character and the aesthetic, and he only really shows up, says a few lines, and fights kind of one battle. I'm going hollow. And the one battle we saw with Baringon, it wasn't even in... I wanted to see him fight where the desert was, you know? Not out in the city. I wanted him in his turf. He's a king of Hueco Mundo, and he shows up to Karakura Town to get killed. It's just kind of funny. Alright, we're gonna end this with the next thing. Is my mask cracked? Yeah, it looks fucking half cracked. Alright, Grimmjow. I have about a quarter of my mask left. Just like in the anime. Actually, it was a tiny sliver. It was like less than an eighth, and it was only over his one eye. Boom. So I leveled up Ichigo twice, which made that extremely easy. But again, I don't think I can play it on hard until I'm at least level 10 to 15, I'd say. Fuck, I really wish I could play as Nell. So... the only character in the whole story mode I can use more than once, I think, is Ichigo, which means if I level anyone up, it's for no reason. They don't have a fight later.
Wounded and exhausted from the struggle with Grimmjow,
And Ichigo has at least 4.
And finds himself in mortal peril. At the same time, reinforcements from the Soul Society arrive. It is Captain Kenpachi Zaraki of the 11th Squad. Letting bloodlust guide him, Kenpachi heads to the war zone.
What I like about this mission, besides the music, is... so Kenpachi shows up, like we've seen this scene 100 times. The character's on the ground, the villain swings down, the other hero appears out of nowhere to catch the sword or clash or whatever, and then we see them from behind and they're like, "Heh, you're pretty weak, you're pathetic." Like, okay, we've seen that 100 fucking times. Kenpachi, from appearing in Hueco Mundo, from the Garganta, and then his trip from that point to Nnoitra, No one ever thinks about that, right? So that's what this is. Oh, I sense a pretty strong spiritual pressure. It's over here. Let's ignore those fucking weaklings. Yachiru. I'm gonna try to play this mission in character. Looks like I'm gonna have to beat this one. Oh, I didn't mean to lock on. My controller's broken. Oh, this is a big guy. Looks like I can't get through unless I kill him. Alright, well, if I was in character, I would have one-shot that thing, but, you know, close enough. So my moves are really, really slow for now. Maybe that'll change if he gets a few levels, but we aren't gonna ever worry about that, are we? Alright, my air special, I slam the guy back down. Kenpachi would be a character I would love to use at a way higher level. It's just that, you know, all that fucking work to get there. And I've already done it with a character. It took like... My game tells me I've played for more than 30, 40 hours. I wasn't exactly playing that entire time, but I bet you it takes at least 15 to 20 hours to get a character to 175. Although, once I figured out which mission to grind on over and over again, I bet you could do it in less than 10. If I just beat the story mode and then went to, I think it was like mission 11. It was either 11 or 7. And yeah, you just do that fucking mission over and over again. I don't know how long it would take, because I spent a long time not really knowing how to play the game because I refused to grind. So I would just walk around with like level 10s. How do you get out of here?
Stop running! Stop running!
Fuck you all. So I know there's stuff left and right, but fuck it. I know the exact way through here already. On my other account, I already... Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't play this mission over and over again. On missions, I've played this stage over and over again. So I know exactly where I'm going, and off to the right is just another room. Maybe there's a Menos there. It's fine. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. Why are there pillars everywhere? They don't go to the ceiling.
Come on. This might be good exercise after just waking up.
Oh, wow. So Nnoitra, same with Baringan. Really, really cool aesthetic. 10 out of 10 in terms of how cool they are. Like the design, I love, you know, like I have a fucking bug type only run. I like bugs and stuff. He looks like a praying mantis. I like how he's a freaky alien bug hollow monster. But the reason that he's not one of my favorites is he's a piece of shit. He's a misogynist. He's a scumbag elitist. He has the same shtick as Grimmjow in a way. Like, I'm taking my fucking mask off. Fuck this guy. You know what? I'm gonna try and kill him as fast as possible. I'm gonna drag his face across the ground. Wrong one. I tried to do the one where I drag him across the ground. And I love Nell. And you know what he fucking did to Nell? Tricked her. Bashed her on the head from behind or something and cracked her skull, and now she's all fucked. What the hell? And then he threw her off the wall. Laughed at her. And he's a big misogynist. I can't stand that a woman has a lower number than me. Yeah, you're a dick. Even if he didn't hate women, strong women. Because, yeah. Grimmjow has the thing where I'm the strongest, I'm the king. Okay. And then you also have that same, I'm the strongest. And it's funny because both of you are in the middle, and there's many people stronger and weaker than you. How do you drag him across the ground, though? Maybe I'm gonna kill him now. Wait a second. Yeah, let me just kendo. The sword is stronger when you use two hands. That's obvious!
I guess I'll give this kendo thing another try.
Die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die! Die.
Talking about. Of course I know.
Oh, I get a cool fucking shot before it ends. Fuck, I got the Bleach OST stuck in my head. Yep, that was fun. Fuck Nnoitra. Really good aesthetic, but if he was a real person and I met him, I would want to punch through his face, not just punch his face. I'd want my fist to appear on the other side. There's just already a hole through his head, I guess. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you come for episode 3. We're going to be taking on... Well, Rukia fights the bone guy with all of the minions. And then after that, I think we're going straight to Ulquiorra, my favorite. Hope you join me there. See you guys next time. Scatter, Senbon Sakura Kageyoshi.